Welcome to the Digital Room Log app. So we're just entering our email and our password. And today I'm going to walk you guys through the admin section of the application. So let's just quickly navigate to our settings tabs and let's create a species. Species management. Let's do mice, create. Right, we have our species. Now let's create our task templates. Let's tap on a camera icon here, upload file. I do have a log saved on the iPad. So what this is doing, it's trying to digitize the logs. You can also snap a picture of your logs and it will also attempt to digitize the logs. And a bit later, I can show you guys how to manually create a task. All right, so we have our temperature, daily task. Let's just create the range here, 68, 79. The log type is a daily log type. The task type is a temperature and the category is a temperature. This feature here is to receive some alerts. I'll show you that a bit later. Let's do the same with the humidity, 30 and 70%. Daily log type, and let's do the task type as humidity and category as humidity as well to receive alerts. Health check, this is a daily log type. For the frequency, daily, okay, that's next. Check feed and water supply, it's a daily log type. Checkbox, that's good. Next, sweep debris. We can actually skip this task in the middle there, the forward button. We can skip it. Now check. We do want to check the live traps, right? Is a checkbox. All right, that's it. Next, this is a PM task, so we can do. Let's just delete the PM, and let's create a PM log. Frequency daily, mice, and is a checkbox. We can tap on next. So sweeping and mopping the floors is an activity log task, and that could be 2 times a week. It's a checkbox, so we're good to tap on next. Stock supplies, it's 2 times a week. We can, all right, checkbox and hit next. Update the census sheet. All right, that's maybe 2 times a week, and it's a number task type. This way the technician could input a number there. Everything else is good. We can tap on next. All right, this is a weekly task checkbox. Let's tap on next. Remove trash weekly. We can just do next. This is a weekly task. Replace mop heads weekly. This is a monthly task here. Let's hit next. Next. Let's hit next. So here, this is a monthly task, a checkbox, and I think we're all done. Let's tap on finish. And now these are the tasks that we have inputted into the system. And if everything is okay, we can just tap on import all. And we can just double check and tap on task templates. And we can see our task that we uploaded. And if we manually want to upload a task, we can do it here. Let's do a daily log, frequency daily, species mice, and let's do a spot change. And this is a number task. That could be left empty. Let's do save. And now we can do a weekend log task. So let's do health check. I mean, it could have been spot change, but let's do health check. Checkbox. Everything else is good. Let's hit on save. Let's tap save. All right. So we created our task templates. Now let's create our log templates. Right. So now we just tap on the plus icon. Let's name this mice daily log. Category daily log. The species mice. And now we have our available task here. And we're just tapping on the task. Okay. Everything looks good. Let's tap on save. That's it. We created our mice daily logs template. Now we can do the activity logs where we can have the monthly task, the weekly task. All right, let's do mice. And now we have our available tasks down here. We're just tapping on the task to add it inside our logs. All right, replace my pad. All right, okay. Let's hit save. Everything is good. Yeah. We can also do the PM task. So here, let's just name it. And the log type, we have a PM check, and you see there's only one available task there because when we were creating the task, we only uploaded one PM task for the species of mice. We can also do weekend logs. All right, now we can change the color. Do I want to change the color of the activity logs? Let's do the daily log. Let's change the color of the daily log. Let's do that. And let's tap the color icon here. This is good. All right, that's a good one. Let's hit save. All right, we got our mice activity logs and our daily logs. Now we can create the rack type. Let's tap there. Let's hit the plus icon. Let's name the rack. Let's do test rack. The cage capacity on this rack, 120. If it's double-sided or not, let's just tap save. All right, we can go back. Now we're ready to add the building. Let's be very unique here and call this building 1. Now the sections or the floors, let's do first floor. Let's tap on save. Now we can add the room. Let's tap on the plus icon here. What building this room is on? Let's do building 1, this section, first floor, room name 101. Now we are required to have a daily log and an activity logs to the room. The PM logs and the weekend logs, we can do it a bit later. Let's do test rack. Let's hit done. How many racks are in this room? Let's give it 4. Let's create the room. Create. And now we can create task for the racks. So for example, if on Mondays you have cage change, we can do this here. So cage change, the frequency is weekly. We can also do bi-weekly and change the weekday. Let's just apply Monday to all the racks. Let's save, right? And that's it. We uploaded the rooms with the daily log and the activity logs, and also the rack task. We have our building set up, our sections, our floors, our rooms, the rack types, task templates. I think we're ready to assign users the rooms. So we have Giselle and Martin with 0 rooms assigned. We have Martin's work weekend preference. We can toggle that and his availability. We can add absence here, or if he called out or he's on vacation. This way, when we run a schedule on the application, it doesn't assign him that task. All right, now let's assign Martin room 101, and let's just give him all the racks. And he's a primary user of this room. Let's hit add. Okay, we got a success. We can go back. And now Martin is assigned room 101 and all the racks on that room. Now let's just assign Giselle as a secondary user of that room. In case Martin calls out, then we have Giselle. Giselle will be able to receive the notifications and the assignments for that room. Let's just add her as secondary. All right, let's do add. All right, we have our users assigned to room 101. Okay. So we have a primary user and then a backup technician in case Martin calls out for room 101. I think what we're missing is our alert rules. So we have our buildings, our sections, Rag type, task templates, species management. Now let's set up the alerts to receive the temperature when the temperature is out of range or the humidity. Let's add the plus icon here. If it's greater than, what is it, 79. First, let's create a name. So let's mice room temperature. The category temperature. Now let's do greater than 79. Let's add another condition if it's less than 68. Let's attach this alert to the room. This is good. Let's hit save. All right, now let's do the humidity. And if it's less than 30, okay, now we do humidity for the category. And let's assign it to the room. Let's hit done. This is good. We can tap on save. All right, now we have our alert rules. I think we're ready to schedule the, I think we're ready to run the schedule. I'll just tap on run the schedule. All right, we're scheduling some task here. We created 20 new tasks. Let's go to schedule for you. Since this is a new room and a new log, it would create all the tasks as due today, since the task has never been completed. And this here is exactly the task that we created for our mice activity logs. So very user friendly. Once we create the task and we assign the task to the technician, this is how they would view it. Let's go to schedule. And in here, you can see the schedule for the user. So I'm doing Martin here. And then I can see Martin's schedule that are still pending. Well, Martin's tasks that are still pending. And we can also create on-demand tasks. So for example, if a supervisor walk into a room and he sees there's flooded cages, they can send a on-demand task. For example, we can check flood cages and we can assign it to the building, the room, and to the user. And this way the user will receive a notification and now they can also have that task. Well, so the on-demand tasks are tasks that are not inside the activity logs, but a supervisor or an admin can send these tasks to the technician. And this is how the technician can view the task. They can just save. All right. And this here is like the daily team message or the broadcast message where the technicians could input a daily message here and the admin can pin a message. So for example, if you want to broadcast a message to your staff, you can do it here. Let's go to schedule. Let's go to manage. AM check. And here you can see your AM check. So here we can see that room 101 is still missing the AM check. Let's go back. And now let's just complete our AM check. Do that. Let's add the temperature. I'm purposely putting this out of range. This way we can see the alerts. Let's hit save. It saves and also remove that task from the technician's view. Let's hit done. All right. Let's go to manage. AM check facility. Let's reload this. And now you can see that this AM check was done late at 3:02. But we can fix this in the setting because some facilities would like to choose to receive that AM late alert or on time alert on a different time schedule. You can set it up here on your organization settings. So for example, if an AM check or a daily check is done after 5, then it'll be marked as late. But I just refresh it here, and now this AM check or this daily log is done on time. All right, let's go back to the Manage tab and let's tap on Facility Reporting. So here we could customize this from the last 7 days. We can choose a date range. Let's just tap on the room and we can view our full paper log sheets, the traditional way of seeing the logs, in case you missed it. We can also export the logs as a CSV or a PDF. Let's go back to our settings and look at our alert issues. And here we have the out of range mice room temperature and the room humidity for room 101. Let's just tap on dismiss. All right. All right. I guess we're pretty much done here. We created our building, our species, the user assignments, the rooms, the sections, floors, our tasks, logs, and our templates. Thank you.